No, the drawer sticks. You gotta lift it and pull. I've been doing it for 6 months. I'm not telling maintenance because then they ask how long and the answer's embarrassing. Oh, hi, we're on.
Somewhere in a federal building, there's a list with your name on it and a column that says keep or delete. A judge just yanked it out of the printer. Tonight, how many real citizens were one click from gone? Then, a semi-truck on its side, a cracked open box, and a black cloud the police are physically not allowed to fight.
Roll your window up. That's all I'll say.
And in sports, a 4-year ban for a drug test that nobody ever swabbed. I'm Sloan. That's Kiki. It's Tuesday the 23rd. This is Broadcast 404 Live.
And I'm Kiki. Sit with us a while. We saved you the good seat. Roll it!
The following program contains strong language, adult themes, satire, and one word, purge, that a courtroom used this week about American citizens, on purpose, in writing, like it was a routine setting on a dishwasher. Tonight we'll explain who the dishwasher was pointed at. Viewer discretion is, frankly, recommended. Okay, here's what actually happened, plain. The federal government wanted to run every registered voter against a national database to catch non-citizens and kick them off the rolls. A judge said no, because the database is wrong often enough that it would also delete a pile of real, legal citizens. That's confirmed. Blocked today.
But Sloan, if it catches even one person who shouldn't be voting, isn't that worth a little...
A little what, Kiki? The judge looked at the error rate. The same system that's supposed to flag fake citizens has, on record, listed a man dead since 1991 as currently clocked in at a Wendy's in Tulsa. That's the machine we wanted holding the door to democracy. It can't tell a citizen from a corpse with a paycheck.
So they built a metal detector that screams bloody murder at a fucking breeze and went, yeah, wave that thing at Grandma's tits. Sorry, go.
And here's the part nobody wants out loud. Wrongly purged isn't an apology in this story. It's a budget line. Somebody did the math, knew real citizens would get erased, and decided that was an acceptable amount of you to lose. The error isn't the bug. You're the bug they were willing to tolerate. So a database can't tell a citizen from a corpse, and we almost handed it the rolls. I need a scoreboard where the dead stay benched. Aubrey Joe's in the garage.
She'd never let anybody purge you, sweetie.
Kiki, I am alive, registered, and furious about a doping suspension, so go! Don't quote me, this is all Reddit and I'm choosing chaos. But they're saying Messi just passed Closa for the all-time World Cup goal record. The little guy is 38 and still bending the universe. And Haaland's right behind him, 4 goals in 2 games. This absolute Norwegian refrigerator just. New update from Reddit. A barnacle has the largest penis to body ratio of any animal. Good for the fucking barnacle. Genuinely. Live your truth, little guy. Anyway, Haaland 1 wool behind Messi. And Oklahoma stomped North Carolina in Game 3 for the College World Series. The Sooners just own Omaha. It's embarrassing, it's beautiful. But the one that actually pissed me off, Marketa Vondrousova, 4-year ban for refusing the doping test. 4 fucking years! You didn't even fail it, you just went nah, and now your prime's gone. The cover-up's the crime every single goddamn time, and nobody learns. Okay, last night the auxiliary gym at Pell Township High over in Wadsworth, the inaugural stacking chair tower climb. You build a tower of folding chairs and stand on top longest. Margaret entered. Derek registered as the Wadsworth Vertical Holdings Group, LLC. Derek spent 2 days sawing 1 millimeter off every leg of Margaret's chair so her tower'd lean and dump her. Flawless. except the janitor, not knowing, swapped the whole defective stack into Derek's own lane for a good set. Derek climbed his own sabotage and folded into the bleachers from 9 feet. Margaret stood on regulation chairs for 40 minutes, won her 26th straight, and signed the janitor's clipboard, "Good teamwork." Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Subscribe. Like the goddamn video. Look, my completely legal garage book took a bath on that tennis bullshit, and Tony settles in fingers, not feelings, so hit the buttons now.
He sawed a millimeter off every leg, and a janitor handed him his own trap. She signed the man's clipboard, "Good teamwork." 26 years, and she still thinks Derek's a coworker.
She thanked him, Sloan. He's tried to kill her 26 times, and she put it in writing that he's a team player.
Kiki, she stood on a folding chair tower for 40 minutes, and the one thing her brain saved was the janitor's got a firm handshake. That woman is so goddamn alive, the database gave up.
Okay, I need this one. A semi-truck hauling beehives flipped over, and millions of bees just escaped onto the highway. Real. Authorities are involved. There are now police whose entire job tonight is bees.
How do you arrest a bee?
You don't, sweetie. You negotiate. Beekeepers showed up to coax them back into boxes, and the official advice to drivers was, roll your windows up and do not stop. Which is the same advice I give about every man at a gas station. Somewhere out there is one trucker filling out an insurance form with the words, cargo, airborne, uncooperative, would not return calls. I hope every single one of those little guys made it home. Blaze, do bees have a forecast?
Hey, so look at the map. Dallas and Denver are doing the same thing tonight, and they have no business doing the same thing. Dallas, 91 degrees, 41 mile-an-hour winds. Denver, 75, 37, 800 miles apart. 2 different climates, and the same front is shoving both of them at once. Same hand, 2 cities. That's not weird yet. It's just early. Over here in Holstead, nothing. Our sky's locked down, not a breath of it. That cold room still holding 63. Whole country's getting pushed, and our one block won't budge. Okay. And I told you last night I'd find out who has the key to that drawer. The one the page vanished from. I checked. The facilities log for the 3rd floor weather desk lists one key holder. Where the name should sit, there's nothing. Not none, not vacant. Just an empty space. Which is the part I can't put down. Look at what I've got pinned up here, though. There's a man, Uri Geller, the spoon guy, real, famous. And he's claiming foreign countries are beaming electromagnetic waves into the president's brain to control him. And that he, personally, is using his psychic powers to counterjam it. I'm not saying he's right. I'm saying the wind hit 2 cities with one hand tonight. And somewhere, a man with a bent spoon thinks he's the only thing standing between us and the signal. Forecast. It's gusty, it's dry, and that drawer answers to a key holder with no name. Back to you.
A key holder, and where the name goes, an empty space. Blaze, are you sleeping yet? It's day 20 now. I'm asking.
20. AJ's counting. She said she would. I believe her.
I am counting, and I'm also Ubering you home again tonight, so eat first. Non-negotiable.
Backtracking. This week in history, and it is a brutal week to be a calendar. 10 years ago, June 26, 2015, the Supreme Court rules same-sex couples have a constitutional right to marry. A right on the books, 14th Amendment. 7 years to the day later, June 24th, 2022, same court, overturns Roe. So in one calendar week, we have the court handing a right out and the court taking a different one back. Same building, same robes. Same week, 2016, the UK voted to leave the EU. 52 to 48. 4 points. Whole continent rearranged on a margin thinner than the error rate on the voter database we covered tonight. Okay, one that's actually nice. June 24th, 2012. Lonesome George, the last Pinta Island tortoise on Earth, dies. The entire subspecies, gone with one animal. He never reproduced. They tried for decades. He just wasn't interested. Honestly, relatable. Also this week, John Isner beat Nicholas Mahut at Wimbledon in the longest match in tennis history. The final set alone ran over 8 hours. 8. 2 grown men could not agree to stop, which is, structurally, the entire Brexit negotiation in tennis whites. That's backtracking.
Mailbag time! The comments are still quiet tonight. You're all just wandering in, and I save every word you send. But we did get another hand-delivered letter from the Holstead County DMV. It says, "To Sports Lady and the Desk. Hello. We tried to register a golden retriever to vote as a joke. The system accepted him. It rejected 3 real people the same day. Is the dog in charge now? His name is Pockets."
That's the whole segment 1 story. A database that purges a citizen and registers a dog. Pockets is more verified than you are.
Put Pockets on the ballot. Honestly, lower error rate than the machine. I'd vote dog.
Don't you dare purge Pockets. He registered fair and square. He's a good boy, and I will personally make sure nothing happens to him. Nothing. And you, drop a comment on any video. We read every single one, and next week it's your name we say. Not Pockets. Maybe.
Blaze, the keys are in my hand. You're not driving, you're not arguing, we're getting carnitas. Move!
I wasn't going to argue. I was going to say thank you.
Oh, she's delirious. 20 days does that. Let's go!
My darlings, if a machine ever tells you you're not really here, don't argue with it. Just go let somebody who loves you look at your face. That's the only verification that counts. Good night.
Tomorrow I'm pulling the old facilities log, the one before they went digital. If that keyholder line was empty back then too, somebody emptied it on purpose. Have a night.
A dog out-registered 3 humans, and Margaret thanked the man trying to murder her. Good day for the wrong species. See you tomorrow.
They built a machine to find the people who don't belong, and it keeps pointing at us. Sleep tight. You're real. Probably. Good night.
Mike pack's in the gear closet. I'll grab it in the morning. Same closet as the suitcase. I've walked past that thing 6 times. Tomorrow's 7. One of these days, I'm just gonna open the door and get my stuff like a normal person. Tomorrow.